ただ森選手って、他のコンペでも、こういう公式のコンペではちょっと難しかったりするんですけど、草コンペなんかで終わった後もずっと男子選手の課題を登ってたりとか、もうなんかコンペ終わったらもう疲れたんで帰りますみたいな姿は一切見たことなくて
黙々とやってますよね。
そしてこのムーブ、これは足上がっていけるか。おお、止めてきた森選手、
何か
いっちゃいそうですね。
時代の切り替わりを感じます。
森選手来た。さあいっちゃん、そのままいっちゃえ、もういっちゃえ。
純粋に
素晴らしいですね。これは
実力が違う。すごい。
うわー、これ指
どんなホールディングしてるんだ。
で無理やりといった感じなのか分かりませんが、止めて、さあゴール、もう少し立ちたい、もう少し立ちたい。あいちゃん頑張れ、きたー。森選手4課題目完登、全完登です。
震えてしまった。
選手3課題目、目の中選手3完登ですね。思い切ってきた。あー、すごい、
なんか全然違いますね。
いやー、左足の踏み替え、
あれ、一撃
ですね。
一歩こう踏み込んだ選手が決勝残れるんじゃないかなっていうような、そんな内容だと思います。なるほど。どれも勝負課題な感じですかね。
って感じですよね。
いわゆるこれ登ってなんかこう今までの流れだとなんかあるじゃないですか。
これは
1課題目のこう入りがこう良かった次 テンポよくっていう感じではないですね。
なるほど
もう一個一個の課題に対して全てこうぶつかっていかないといけないような。
そして2課題目ですね、野中美穂選手、2課題目出ましたね、女子の2課題目初の完登者が今出ましたね、野中美穂選手。
Yes, the one thing she'll be working on is endurance. Obviously the speed doesn't need any work for this combined format. Bouldering was, to be fair, pretty good. Could always do better, obviously, but it was really up there. It was just that little bit of
incredible stuff from Janja Garnbret. That's her on hole 35. You can see 36 and then 37, which is all those climbers, the 5 climbers that went out for 37 ended up with the 36 plus. You can see the hole they were aiming for. There's a little dimple she's got to get into, but first she's got to get that pinch. I think she's just realised, or is she going out with the left hand early? Keep an eye on the time. She's climbed this much quicker than Mori, so if she was able to find the top, she'd likely move ahead on time. Chen Se going really well here.
Saw a little shake from Mori at that move as well.
This is a big move up here though, this big slap. And it's where we lose. Goes up with the left hand up to hole 32. Again, another hard crosser here. We saw Jessie Pilz up here getting really compressed. It's really awkward when the holes are right in front of your face.
So that's the cross under her left arm again.
This is a brilliant fight from Mori, a bit like in the Lead World Championship final earlier on this week. She made an early mistake and might wonder what might have been. It's the same on this route. How much energy would she have if she hadn't made that mistake? It may not matter. It looks like she might be able to do it anyway. She's set a new high point. First climber to get to that hole 37. Now 38 will manage to chalk up hole 39. Could we see a first top here? She's got to hug this huge round orange volume. You can't jump for the top. You could see her eyeing it up, but she could be in position here. She is. That was incredible from Mori. Got to get the top clipped if we want it to be a top, and does. Mori, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, brilliant fight. That is how you climb in endurance. We've said just before.